everyone, it's Lee. So I'm going to, as promised, get into the unboxing of all the packages that I got today. I'm going to start with the smallest one. I have opened these boxes with the box cutter, but I have not looked at anything inside. I know what I'm getting, but I haven't checked out the packaging or anything like that, except I haven't cut this one open. This one is from House of Beau, which is a house I've been wanting to try and I have not tried yet. And they were doing a promotion where you could get 3 samples of your choosing and just pay for postage. And so got the 3 samples, and there's this pretty card. So let's see what the card says. So it's a welcome and thank you card, and then on the back is a QR code that says scan QR code to watch instructions on how to properly wear a House of Beau parfum. And I'll be smelling these toward the end of the video. I'm going to open everything first, and then I'm going to do a sniff through later. But the ones I picked were Cosmos, Casablanca, and Bonbon. So I like these slide out. These are very nice boxes. Oh, and there's a card inside each one with the information on the notes. I really like this packaging as far as samples go. I mean, it's a little excessive, but not really when you compare to the fold-over packaging that a lot of the designer brands use. And it's just, there's a lot of attention to detail, and I really like that. The next one I'm going to open, this one is from Imaginary Authors. This was also a pick your own sample set. These are all samples, by the way. And so, again, another house I haven't tried before, but I've been wanting to try. So, get out the thing. And purple tissue paper. Love me some purple. I ain't mad. Nicely wrapped. A lot of box for what it is, but I do like that it's packaged well. And they gave me an extra sample. That's nice. Very nice. I like that. Okay, the box out of the way. And it comes in this little box that looks like a book because, Imaginary Authors. Again, very nice branding. So the free extra sample that they gave me is Untamable, which I think that was actually one of the ones that I was like, do I want this one or do I want these other ones? And so you got to pick 8 samples. And so the ones I picked were, gotta look, Yesterday Haze, Saint Julep, In Love with Everything, Abandoned Mansion. That's the one, I think it's their newest one that's been getting a lot of hype, so I'm excited to try that one. Sundrunk, Falling into the Sea, A Whiff of Waffle Cone. That one's also been getting a lot of, I think it came out over the summer, and I think people have been talking about that one quite a bit. And Memoirs of a Trespasser, and it's magnetic. I like that. So far, impressed with packaging. Oh, and I just saw this in the envelope for the House of Beau. It says, spray to reveal a message meant for your soul. So this is a little test card with a hidden message, so I'll have to use this a little later. That'll be fun. And this is Lucky Scent. I love Lucky Scent for buying samples. I got a couple of samples, and then I got the Born to Stand Out Extreme Discovery Set. I love Born to Stand Out. I've loved everything that I've tried from them so far. And I did get to pick my samples, and that's what these are. Because they do offer free samples with full-size bottles and then certain discovery sets. So you won't get extra samples if you're just buying samples, but you will get them if you buy a full-size bottle or, again, certain discovery sets, I think, over a certain dollar amount or something. So this is the Born to Stand Out Extreme, and it's got a nice texture. It's sort of a velvety feeling paper. I really like that. And it's got this whole thing about the collection here. It's hard to see the type because it's red on red. And then there's a card about the collection. And what I love about the Born to Stand Out discovery sets because I got one of their, I forget what it's called, but their skin fragrances collection that recently came out. But the card they have, it's perforated, and on the other side there's the names of the fragrances and their notes, and you can use these to spray your samples on. So I really like that. So it's got black guava, black mango, oud candy, and purple stain. And so there's what they look like in their little boxes. I love touching this paper. So I'll be testing those out later. And then, oh, before I got that one, here's the samples that I got from Lucky Scent. Oh, and they did give me an extra sample. That's nice. So I got the Shay Blue watermelons. Shay Blue is another house that I've been wanting to try. And then we've got DefineMe Nearly Noon. The creator of this fragrance, her name is Scents with Steph on social media, and I've been following her for a while, so I'm really excited to try this. She also has one called Nearly Nude, which I wanted to try, but they were sold out of it, so I'll get that one next time they stock up. And then the free one that they gave me was, okay, Denam, which I've tried. I've tried their mooncake. Really liked that one. And I've got another one of theirs that I haven't tried. I think it's the dirty rice, maybe, or something rice. It's rice scents. I'd have to go look. And this one is called Princess of China, and I think this is from their new China collection. So I'm really excited to try that. And I think mooncake's actually from the China collection as well. And then this one is from Scentbird. This has an advent calendar in it, so I'm not going to be trying those just yet. I'm going to do those around Christmas for Advent each day. And there's also another, I guess, advent calendar, but I think it's like their all-season advent calendar. And I don't know if they've got the same fragrances in both of them or not. So we'll find out when I start to do that series. But here we go. I'll move that first. Okay, there's that. So yeah, here's the advent calendar, and kind of afraid to open it. I hope it doesn't show what's in it. It does show what's in it. I will turn that around, but we've got the different windows for the different days, and it's a 12-day advent. Of course, some of them are 12, some of them are 24. So that one I'm not going to be showing on this video, but I'll be showing them on. This is kind of like, I think it's like an all-season advent. It's got flowers. I think it came out for Mother's Day. And I'm going to see again. I think this is also 12. I'm going to just kind of peek. I'm not trying to ruin the surprise for myself, but it looks like there are a couple of repeats, but they are different. So I will go ahead. And what I think I will do is I will start on December 1st, and I'll start with this one. And then as we get closer to Christmas, I will do the Christmas Advent Calendar during the days that you're supposed to do them, the 12 days to Christmas. So be on the lookout for that. And for extras, I did get this is not part of my subscription. I bought this extra, but I got a vial of Heretic Sturdy Coconut because I fell in love with the sample of that I got in my one of my Heretic Discovery sets. I think I actually got 2 samples because I bought like 4 different Heretic Discovery sets. So far, I love everything that I've tried from Heretic, which is kind of crazy. Then we've got, what is this? Extra samples, maybe? What do we got? Okay, we got an extra sample. Okay, I think I did pick this out. Lake and Skye 1111 Vanilla. I've been wanting to try this, so yeah, add this to the little baggie that's got my scent samples because I destroyed this. I'm gonna put my trash all together. And another thing that I got that was a gift with purchase was this Red Beauty bag with a whole bunch of samples. So there's going to be a lot to try later on in this video. I'm going to have to come back and do the second part of this video. I'm going to upload it all together, but I'm going to do this in 2 parts. But it's a really cute canvas bag. Like this is a good little I mean, it's not a makeup bag for me because if you've ever seen me travel with my makeup, and I don't wear a whole lot of makeup, but when I travel, I bring a lot of makeup with me. And this will probably hold my perfumes and not my makeup because, yeah, this is pretty small for my makeup. But I will put these samples in here. And so what we have here, oh, okay, we've got a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to try. So this is exciting. Open this up. This is like a Ziploc baggie with a lot of tape on it. So we've got 3 Acqua Di Parma fragrances. This is another house that I've been wanting to try and then I haven't tried yet. So I got Luce di Rosa. Okay, that's that one. This one is Colonia El Profumo. And if I'm butchering these, I'm sorry. I'm terrible at Italian and French, and that's what most perfume stuff is in, Italian and French. And this is, oh, yuzu. I love anything yuzu, so I'm excited for this. We have, oh, okay, we've got a Deca Scarlet Lip Oil. Okay, we've got more than just perfume here. Let's take a look at this. I've already got lip stuff on, so I'm not going to sample this, but I'm going to pull this out and see if we can get a look at the color. Okay. Is there a color? Solid lip oil. Oh, so it's like a lip balm. Okay. Okay. Oh, and it is this gorgeous. Okay, do we? Okay. Click. It is this. I don't want to click it up too much because I don't want it to stick out too far when I'm not using it. But I do want to show the color. And it is this gorgeous like Merlot color. Let's see if I can. Yeah, look at that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and swatch it on my hand. Ooh, and it's a nice consistency. It's definitely a lip oil. Look at that. So it's like, it's a similar consistency to the lip oils that you get like in a, with the you know, the doe foot applicators and stuff, but it's solid like this. Okay, I'm going to throw that in there too. I'm going to put it back in the box actually. I'm not big on keeping packaging, but I'm going to keep this in the box. I'm going to turn it right side up too. Okay. In the box it says, the power of 3 indeed. One coat delivers the hydration of an oil, impact of a lip color, and shine of a gloss. And yeah, definitely for sure. And it's, I mean, it's a little bit sticky like a lip gloss and a lip oil, but it's not super sticky. So I like that. We have the Commodity Milk Expressive. Okay, so I have ordered and I will probably receive it either, well, tomorrow's a holiday, so I will either receive it Wednesday or later on this week. But I ordered from the Sephora sale a commodity sampler that has a bunch of the commodity fragrances in all 3 of their strengths. So I'm really excited for that. But this is, I'll have an extra one of this. This, if you've seen my giveaway that I'm going to be doing, for my Instagram, I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers, and I'm going to be adding a bunch of samples if I get duplicate samples, and that includes from that advent calendar, because I don't think I'm going to hit 1,000 followers before Christmas, so it's going to be ongoing. So anything duplicate is going to get added to that giveaway, so this is going to get added to the giveaway since I'm going to get another one. But yeah, this is the Milk Expressive, and this is pretty big. Yeah, okay. Now this is 5 milliliters. Wow, okay. And this was all free with my purchase. This is a 5 milliliter sample. This, like, if you bought this from a decant shop, this would be like $12 at least, probably. And here's a hefty guy. Okay, this is a Tocca, and this one is also 5 milliliters. This is Florence. Okay, if I can get the box open. This is beautiful. I love minis. My mom and I used to collect fragrance minis, and we would get them, you know, when they were gift with purchase with the department store gift sets, or there was a time where you could get, and I don't know if you still can, but like if you went to Walmart, you could get some of the more popular fragrances that, you know, you can get at Walmart, the ones that have been out for a few years. And get some of those. I think they're all at my brother's house. My brother inherited, well, we both inherited, but my brother lives in my parents' house. And I think all of my mom's old minis are there. And I've told him, please bring me mom's minis. I want those. Hopefully I'll be getting those soon. And when I do get those, we'll take a walk down memory lane and I'll make a video about that. But this is so cute. I mean, come on. Look at that. That is so cute. Love the minis. Love them. This is a... Okay, this is another lip item. Yay, I love lip stuff. I don't wear a lot of makeup, but lip glosses, balms, lipsticks, yeah, I'm all about that. Lip and eye, like my eyeshadow too. This is a Butter Together Nourishing Treatment Balm from Good Habits, Ultra Repair Lip Therapy. And it's a hefty guy. I think this is probably what they would have as a full size. Okay, it's got a doe foot applicator. It's got one of the big ones, the little wide ones. I don't think it's got a smell to it, so it's good if you're sensitive to fragrances on your lips. Yeah, I don't really smell. I've got perfume on, but yeah, and maybe, okay, I think it has a little bit of a vanilla smell, so I take that back. Let me look at the ingredients and see if it mentions fragrance. It's got vanilla in it, so I think that's what I'm smelling. I don't see fragrance, but yeah, there's vanilla in it, so that's probably what that is. But it feels like a nice consistency, a good lip butter consistency. So I'm looking forward to trying that one out. What we got here? Signature Experience Collection. Tumi. I've not heard of Tumi. So this is a new one on me, and it's got to do the plastic wrap. I was not prepared for more packaging to be removed. There we go. So this is Tumi Signature Experience Collection Extrait de Parfum. Okay. And this is 7.5 milliliters. This was fat. Look at that. So exciting. Okay. So that'll be fun. Again, never heard of this house, so I'm excited to try that. I'll do a little more research into that house too. We have Skylar Vanilla Skye. I've actually got a Skylar order. Well, my monthly scent subscription with them. I ordered a couple of extra things, including, I believe, a Vanilla Skye hair perfume. So I haven't tried it yet, but vanilla's vanilla. I probably will like it. So, but this is, how big are we? We are 5 milliliters. Is this a roller or is this like an actual? I think it's a roller. They love their rollers at Skylar. Yep. We'll do an actual review on this a little later, but yeah. And finally, we have 2 Confessions of a Rebel. This is a house that I don't know if it's exclusive to, well, they've got their own site, but as far as like sampling companies, I don't know if they are exclusive to Scentbox or not. I think they have like some sort of an exclusivity thing. And I've tried a couple of their fragrances. One of them I liked. One of them I wasn't that big of a fan of. It was a little too masculine for me, so I gave it to my husband. But these are 2 that I have not tried. We've got Say Less and Birthday Suit. So that's all in a big old bag of samples. So really exciting. So I'm going to turn this off here, and then I'll come back in a little bit and we will do some sniffing and spraying. I'm back with my tester strips, so now we'll give all of the stuff that I got, except for the advent calendars, a nice little sniff. First, we'll start with the House of Beau. I've got Bonbon here. All right, there we go. It fell out. Give this a little quick spray. Okay, some floral. Some sweetness, too. Okay, this says the notes are Lily of the Valley, white saffron, lychee, marshmallow, bergamot, caramel, pink pepper, aged cognac, white birch, and ambergris. And I think that's the synthetic ambergris. It's definitely more floral than I was expecting because it doesn't have a whole lot of floral notes. I think it's just the Lily of the Valley. So you get the Lily of the Valley on the top for sure. But I am getting a little bit of the lychee. Yeah, this is interesting. I'm not getting very much of the like the marshmallow or the caramel or the cognac and everything, and I wonder if that'll come out more as it dries down. Might have to go back to this one, so I'm gonna stick this strip in the box, and we might have to revisit this and see what it smells like after a few minutes. That's the thing about sampling on strips and everything and doing live samples is you don't get what it smells like on skin and you don't get the dry down. So this is pretty much just first impressions. And I forgot about this little card, so I'm going to use this little card for the next one. This one is Cosmos. I've heard a lot of good things about Cosmos. So let's pull this guy out. And a little white sprayer on this one. Very cute. So, okay, I'm going to spray it on this. Reveal a message meant for your soul. It says, quiet your mind and tune into the messages the world has for you. Okay, that's very, it's powdery, but it's like a deep powdery. Like, it reminds me of the after bath powder stuff that my grandmother used to use. But it's not, it's old fashioned, but it's not super old fashioned. It's different and not what I would expect for something called Cosmos, to be honest with you. Okay, this says it's got top notes of praline, metallic musk accord, aged whiskey, dragon's blood incense, Mexican cacao, charcoal, smoked leather, orris concrete, and agarwood. So this smells very different than what the notes would indicate. I am getting sort of the metallic. I think that's what the powdery but not powdery I'm getting is sort of like the metallic. Yeah, it does smell kind of metallic now that I'm smelling it. Like cold steel. I'm not getting really the praline or the whiskey. The dragon's blood incense, I get some. Don't get the cacao. Maybe the charcoal. It's blending with all of the like elemental type notes. And smoked leather, I'm definitely getting the smoked leather and the orris. Orris concrete is what it says. So this is interesting. I don't know if it's me or not, but it's definitely interesting. This one's going to get a wear test at some point, and I will link that when I do that because, yeah, I don't know if I like it, and I don't know if I don't like it. Definitely different. So that was Cosmos. Come on, get back in there, card. The card is being difficult. Oh, there we go. That's why. And then the last one from the House of Beau is Casablanca. This one's, it smells something fruity and kind of a tea note, but it's not a black tea. Maybe a white or a green, probably white tea. What do we got here? This says white tea. Yep. Creamy minerals. Okay. I don't know what creamy minerals are supposed to smell like, but maybe I'm smelling that. Desert fig. I think I'm getting the fig. Copal Blanco. Copal. Interesting. White suede. White oud, vanilla bourbon, and tobacco. And I'm not getting any of those base notes, but then again, that's the base, so that'll probably come after this dries down for a while. But definitely getting that white tea and the fig. This is nice. This is, again, different than what I was expecting, but I like that. I can't wait to wear this one and see how I like it. So that was Casablanca, and that was the last of the House of Beau ones. So we are on to, let's do from the Lucky Scent and the other extra samples that I have, the Lake and Skye vanilla, and then I'll do the Imaginary Authors freebie and then go to the Imaginary Authors set. So first one I'm going to do is the Lake and Skye 1111 vanilla. I like this. It's it's vanilla, but it's not. It's okay. I'm going to cheat and pull up the notes because I don't have the notes in front of me like I do with the House of Beau stuff. But it's vanilla, and then there's almost maybe something fruity, perhaps. There's the 1111 vanilla. Don't worry, I'll edit all this wait time out later. Star apple, that's the fruity I'm getting. Sea salt, vanilla cream, passion flower, marshmallow, amber, musk, and teakwood. Definitely getting that apple. In fact, I'm getting more apple than vanilla, which probably makes sense. I haven't looked at the notes for the original 1111, but I'm guessing the 1111 is apple and all of the other notes, and then this is the one that the flanker that adds vanilla to it. I am getting the salt. I'm getting the sea salt. I'm getting saltiness. This isn't bad. It's not my typical vanilla, but I think I'd like this. This is definitely an aquatic vanilla. This is one I've talked before about vanillas for people who hate vanilla, and this could be one of those. This does not smell like a bakery. It doesn't smell like a dessert. It smells fresh, ozonic, watery almost, with just a little bit of vanilla to sort of make it a little bit creamy. This is nice. This is good. Again, vanilla for people that hate vanilla. we will go next to the DefineMe Nearly Noon. This is the Sniff with Stuff one that I've been looking forward to trying out. Oh, oh yeah. Now she says that she's a gourmand girly, and yeah, it definitely shows in this one. Let's see. This, it's kind of creamy. You can smell some vanilla. I can smell, I think, coconut. What are the notes? Cardamom. Oh, okay, I get the cardamom. Cream, fig nectar. I do get a little bit of fig. Rice pudding. Yep, there's definitely rice in there. Roasted coconut. It gives a little bit of the roasty. Saffron, vanilla, amberwood, and sandalwood. I'm not smelling the woods yet, but those usually come in the dry down, and I do love a gourmand that dries down with a sandalwood. That's my thing. That's my jam. I really like this. Sniff with Stuff. You did good on this one. Oh yeah. This one. It's a dabber. I thought I was getting a spray. I guess I got a dabber. So this is the Shay Blue watermelons. So hate pulling the dabbers off. Dip this good and kind of really get it on the paper here. This, okay. Usually when you have watermelon in a fragrance, it's like kind of a candy watermelon. This is definitely a fresh, not super realistic, but more realistic than you would get in your typical watermelon notes. It's somewhere between candy watermelon and real watermelon. And I'm getting some green in it too, which makes it feel a little more realistic. This says notes are watermelon, green mandarin, orange, leaves. There's the green. Oh, green tea. Do I get the green tea? Yeah, a little bit. Honeysuckle and vetiver. I get the honeysuckle now that I know that it's there, because there was definitely something floral but not floral, and if you know honeysuckle, it's not a typical floral. It doesn't smell like other florals, but it is still floral. I like that. It's definitely, this one will get worn in the summer, so I won't wear test this one for a while. Or if I decide I want to feel like summer in the middle of winter, maybe I'll do a wear test then. But yeah, this is real nice. Next we have the Denam Princess of China. Come here. Okay. This is definitely powdery. Almost too powdery. I don't know if I like it. It's definitely very powdery. I'll have to wear this one because I'm not sure. This says the notes are Egyptian white lotus, lychee, pear, peony, and silk. And I'm not really getting the lychee and the pear in this. Hardly at all. There might be a little bit of a sweetness, but all I am getting is powder. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. If you like powdery, this is probably really good, because it's definitely a very feminine smelling scent. Not my taste, but it's good for what it is. We have the extra imaginary authors. This one is Untamable. Oh, okay. This is very incensey. Very incensey. Kind of almost a dirty note to it, but not like, disgusting dirty, but like clean dirt. This is definitely interesting. I don't know if I dislike it or like it, honestly. Yeah, I keep going back to sniffing it because I have never smelled anything like this before. Wow. Okay. Let's look at the notes. Saguaro. Okay. I don't know if I've ever smelled a saguaro. I've been around saguaros because I used to live in Texas, and those are out in the Texas desert. And speaking Texas yellow star, so there's some Texas flowers in there. Cumin, leather, horsehair, and tonka bean. That's funny because I grew up, we raised horses when I was a kid, and it smells like horsehair. Wow. This is, okay, the dirty kind of smell must have been the cumin I was smelling. I keep going back to this because it's weird, but I guess it's a good kind of weird. I want to wear this and see what it smells like on my skin. I love unusual fragrances, and this is definitely right up in there. Okay. It's not bad. Going to the rest of the imaginary authors stuff, and I'm going to kind of pull all of them out because because they look like they will be stuck in there if I don't yank them all out at once. All right, I'm going to set the box over there. And as I get through them, I'm going to put them back in there. All right, this one we've got here is the Memoirs of a Trespasser. I think this is one of their newer ones. And I just sprayed it on myself instead of on the paper. It's definitely spicy. I'm getting cinnamon maybe? Maybe some ginger? Maybe something boozy too. Let's take a look and see what we've got. Let's see. Where are we with the Memoirs of a Trespasser? There it is. This is actually one of their older ones. My mistake. I thought it was newer. This is from 2012. But we've got Gaiac wood, oak barrel, bourbon vanilla, myrrh, benzoin, and amberette seed. So I was completely wrong on all of the notes. But I'm smelling the myrrh. There's definitely something resinous. And the vanilla and the benzoin, I'm getting like that sticky sweet sort of vanilla. And yeah, there is some woodiness. So I think the myrrh is what I was mistaking for a spicy note. This is nice. This is definitely kind of a wintry fall-like scent. It's very cozy and warm. Yeah, this I can't wait to try on. That's a good one. I like that. Okay, the next one is Falling into the Sea. I'm going to make sure not to spray this toward myself this time. Oh, this is, I see where the name comes from. It's definitely sort of marine and ozonic, and I usually don't like those kind of scents because they're usually kind of bound with the lavender or something to pull in the ozonic notes. And I don't think there's any lavender in this because it's not giving me a headache. This definitely smells like the ocean. It's crazy. Wow. It's very realistic. What do we got for notes here? Grapefruit, lemon, bergamot. So we've got a citrus bomb here. Lychee, tropical blossoms, and sand. And it's weird because you can't really pick out a single one of these notes, but the blend together just smells like the sea. It's nice. It's fresh. It's definitely summery. That's good. That's real good. All right. Next one here. Yesterday Haze. Okay. Getting something sort of maybe woody, a little bit spicy, but not like spicy. And there's something sweet, but not quite fruity. Let's see what we've got in here. Right, Yesterday Haze. This has fig. We've had a lot of fig today. Fruity notes, okay, just says fruity, doesn't really specify. Walnut, tonka bean, tree bark, cream, and iris. I do get that walnut. I think that's what it says it's got tree bark, and that's definitely woody, but I think the walnut is what I was feeling was sort of woody because it's the walnut nut set, but when you smell walnuts, the walnut shell kind of smells like the tree. And yeah, I like that. This is another one of those cozy sort of fall scents. What's funny is Parfumo says the scent is fruity sweet. I don't get a lot of sweet. I get warmth out of it. And I definitely don't get sweet. It's almost creamy, but definitely nutty and woody. I like that one. We have Sundrunk. I'm guessing this is going to be a summery kind of scent. I'm getting a little citrus, but it's not a zingy citrus. And I'm not sure what other notes I'm getting. It smells like actual sunshine, like the smell of the warmth of sun, like a sunbeam, if that makes any sense. Because to me, that does have a smell. I don't know if it has a smell for most people, but it smells like a warm sunbeam. And so I'm going to see what the notes are here, because this is definitely interesting. I gotta give it to this house. They've got some interesting stuff that smells like what they're named for. Whoever their perfumers are, hats off to you. Okay. It says there's orange zest, neroli, rhubarb, honeysuckle, and rosewater. Okay, definitely get that orange zest in the neroli. And the rhubarb adds kind of a tang that's not really tangy. And I think the rosewater I smell it, but it doesn't smell like rose water, but it's just blending with everything else to give that sort of sunshiny warmth. It says the perfumer is Josh Meyer. Josh, hell of a job. Yeah, this, I'm going to love wearing this in summer. This is fantastic. Okay, we've got next a whiff of waffle cone. It smells like a waffle cone. I love this. This is, wow, this is great. Because it's not just your generic bakery vanilla. It smells like a sugary, crisp waffle cone. Wow. And there's some other notes in there that are making it feel more wearable than just a waffle cone. I'm getting a little bit of floral, but I don't know what. So I'm going to go, again, look at the notes. Got salted caramel, vanilla, cream, orgeat syrup, which if you don't know, that's almond syrup. And I get the almond. Almond is what makes, to me, waffle cones and Chinese fortune cookies and all of that have that really nice smell to them. They all have that sort of similar smell. And I love that. And it's got sandalwood and Vietnamese cinnamon. And I thought it was smelling something floral, but I guess not. But I think the almond is what's kind of lending that slight floral to it. But it's not like floral. And obviously there's no actual florals in here. Yeah, this is a very wearable gourmand. Yeah, I can see why this is popular because I was expecting, okay, this is just going to be yet another sugary, sweet, almost buttercream type thing. And I like gourmands, but I don't like those. Those are too sweet. I don't like stuff that's too sweet. This is nice. Yes, I'm going to get a full bottle of that at some point. And this is also Josh Meyer. I think he must be the house perfumer for imaginary authors. He must be like the guy. I'll have to research him a little bit, but that's great. That's awesome. I love it. Next one is In Love with Everything. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely floral, but it's not like a heavy floral because I don't do heavy florals. This is something I would wear. This reminds me of something that I cannot put my finger on that I've smelled before. Yeah, this is good. We're going to have to see what this one has in it. Okay, there it is. It says the notes are punch, raspberry, palm sugar, citrus notes, sandalwood, and rose. So that the rose is what I'm getting. And I usually don't like rose scents, but this is blended really well with the sweet and sandalwood and fruity notes. This is really nice. Again, usually rose and I don't get along as far as what I like, but this is nice. It smells, I think what I'm recognizing is there was like a perfume oil or an incense that the record store I used to go to when I was a kid, they would always burn the candle or burn the incense. And this must have been the favorite of the person that managed the place or something because it smells a lot like that. It's not an incense scent, but it's the scent of whatever the candle or the incense or whatever that they used in that record store was. It's funny how scent and memories are kind of tied in like that. Like they take you to a very specific place in time. So I like that one. That one's good. This one is Abandoned Mansion. Oh, wow. Okay. This one, I see where the name comes from. This, it smells like an old, jank, abandoned mansion house. This is crazy. It's a little woody, it's a little dirty, it's a little vintage, it's a little worn. This is really cool. This is a great like Halloween scent. This is definitely a scent that you would wear to make people go, what is that? It's intriguing. It's not off-putting, but it's definitely different than what anybody's really wearing out there. It says the notes are aged paper. Okay, I get that. Cedar, quince, petitgrain, pimento, amberine, and oak moss absolute. And other than the aged paper, I don't really pick out any one specific note at this. It just smells like An old abandoned mansion. Wow. Wow, this is good. Again, props to Josh Meyer. He's a great perfumer. All right. And then the last one from the Imaginary Authors collection is Saint Julep. And that smells like a mint julep. Not surprising. Yeah, that's good. And I was looking forward to this because I do like the smell of mint juleps when I still drank. I would drink them on occasion. Yeah, it's minty. It's got the boozy bourbon note. Yeah, it smells like a mint julep. This is nice. What do we got here for notes? Mint, sugar, ice accord. It does smell cool. It does smell like there's ice in it. Bourbon whiskey, Southern Magnolia, which makes sense because you're getting the whole experience of the mint juleps and the derby and everything. Tangerine and Grisalva, which I do not know what that is. It's some sort of accord that I'll have to research. But yeah, that's, I like that. Wow. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So that's the Imaginary Authors. I like pretty much all of these. There were a few that I was kind of about, but for the most part, and again, I picked these. So I picked the ones that either sounded the most interesting to me or sounded like stuff that I would like. And yeah, I was very impressed. I want to try the rest of their collection, actually. Okay. So next we have the Born to Stand Out. These are the Straight Extreme. So these are going to be some powerful scents. And I'm going to use the testers that they provided. I'll pop these buggers out. I can love the feel of this box. It feels so nice. So I'm going to start with the Black Guava. So that's the Black Guava right here. All right. Wow. Yeah, that is an extreme extrait. And I love me a guava note. I love eating guavas, tasting guavas, smelling guavas. Yeah. This is... Oh, yeah. This says the notes are guava, oud, and ambrostar. And I definitely get the oud, and I think that's what makes it black guava, because it's kind of this deep richness to it. But right in the opening, you get very strong, very fresh, very realistic guava. Yeah, love that. Love that. That is so good. Yeah, I just keep wanting to sniff it. It's, yeah. This is why I bought this set, and I'm not disappointed. I'm looking for the next one I have on my pile. So this is Black Mango. I also love me some mango. I love tropical fruits, except for banana. I'm not a banana person. But guava, mango, passion fruit. I really like passion fruit. And this is to smell and to eat. Papaya, pineapple, you name it, I'm into it. So this is the Black Mango. Okay. That's interesting. You definitely get the mango. But it's not as pronounced as the guava is in the Black Guava. It's almost like a mango skin. Like it's there, and it's got the sort of creamy, fruity thing to it. But it's more complex than the Black Guava. But I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, mango lassi. I'm getting the yogurt. That's part of what I'm getting. It's mango lassi. It's the yogurt. If you've never had a mango lassi, go to your local Indian restaurant. They will have it. That's the drink. That's what you get in Indian restaurants, and it's not a smoothie. It's a creamy drink that's pretty much just fresh mango and yogurt and water to make it thinner, and it's good stuff. So mango lassi, oud, and leather. I get the leather too, and that's what's kind of pulling this into a very complex direction, and I like it a lot. It's wow. And I hesitate to call this a summery scent because the mango definitely makes it lean summery, but the oud and the leather sort of pull in some fall and winter sort of notes to make it kind of a year-round scent. So if you are a fruity lover like I am, and you want a fruity perfume to wear in the fall and the winter that's not plum or another dark fruit, and cherry, there's a lot of cherry in fall and winter scents. If you want something that sort of reminds you of the summer, but it still can be worn year round, I think this is going to be it. And I can't wait to put this on my skin to test that theory. Next one is oud candy. This is going to be interesting because it's oud, but it definitely says candy, so I'm wondering how it's candy. Come on, get out there. It's being difficult and doesn't want to come out of the box. So oud candy. Okay, this is another one that smells like something that I remember from my youth. It smells almost like something like maybe my mother wore. It's very nostalgic for me. It's sweet but not sweet. Let's see. It says brown sugar, oud, and caramel. And I get the oud. That's the only note that really sticks out. The brown sugar and the caramel doesn't really smell like brown sugar and caramel, but it's a sweetness to the oud that makes it like I know people are oud haters. I know there's a lot of oud haters out there. I don't love it usually, and I was kind of hesitant to try this whole collection because I'm not a big oud person. But what Born to Stand Out has done here is they've taken oud and made it sort of accessible to people that don't really like oud. And this is another great way of doing that because there's a sweetness that makes the oud sort of a little more mellow, not as harsh, and ties it just all together. It's definitely an oud scent, but it's very accessible. If oud kind of scares you, this is a great way to get an oud smell that doesn't scream oud. This is good. I like this. It's got the woody oud, but it's not as pow in your face. It's a strong scent, but it's not scary oud. And the last one from the Born to Stand Out is Purple Stain. That's an interesting name. I like all things purple, so let's see how this one goes. And I opened the bottom of the box, so hopefully it'll come out. There we go. Now I know why it's called Purple Stain. It smells purple. It's almost grapey. It smells purple. That's the only way I can describe it. It says the notes are saffron, oud, and orange blossom. I'm going to go look this up to see if the additional notes have any grape in it, because it does have sort of a dry, almost wine grape sort of smell to it, and that's why it smells purple. Let's see, purple stain. There we go. All right. Saffron, bergamot, cinnamon, ginger, mandarin orange, nutmeg, caramel, vanilla, orange blossom, Peru balsam, ekigalo wood, don't know what that is, amberfix, cypriol, oud, cistus, and patchouli. So not a bit of grape in here, but it smells kind of like wine. I like this a lot. I can't stop smelling it. It smells grapey without being grapey. It's like a woody grape. It smells like a wine cask is what it smells like. It's woody and it's grapey. And there's not a bit of grape in this. That's unbelievable. I like this a lot. I can't wait to wear this. So the Born to Stand Out collection is all kinds of winners. Excuse me while I adjust my headband because it's kind of slipping up. I didn't do anything with my hair today, so that's why I'm wearing a headband, so y'all don't have to see the mess underneath here. And finally we have the goodies from this guy. So I'm going to dump them all out. I'm going to put the lip stuff back in because obviously we're not going to sniff that. So there's the 2 lip products. Now we are going to test So I'm going to start with the Acqua Di Parma ones since I've got multiples of that. Well, not multiples, but different scents from the brand. And I'm going to start with the Luce di Rosa. I'm going to guess this is a rose scent. That is definitely rose. But I don't hate it. It smells... I'm going to have to look at the notes of this because it reminds me a lot of Elizabeth Arden's green tea, which I wore when I was like 19 years old. That was my fragrance. And I'm wondering if there's a green tea note in this because it smells a lot like green tea. It smells a lot like green tea. So I am going to look this one up real quick. Let's see. Right there it is. We've got bergamot, mandarin orange, pink pepper CO2, Madagascan cardamom, Bulgarian rose, geranium, black pepper, gaiac wood, musk, vetiver, and cedar. So not a bit of green tea, but it smells a lot like Arden's green tea. It's unbelievable how much it smells like it. And I don't hate it. It is a lot of Bulgarian rose, but I do not hate it. I hate rose scents. I really like this. My God, I think we've found a rose scent that I'll actually wear. Wow. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Next, we're going to do the Colonia El Profumo. Excuse my sniffing. I've got a little bit of a cold. I was out in the cold at a soccer game yesterday, and it was 30 degrees with like a 20-degree wind chill. This is very citrusy, but there's also something sort of incensey about it. It's nice. It's again giving me that head shop incense kind of feel to it. So yeah, we've got some citrus and something kind of incensey. I'm going to look up the notes for this one as well. Okay. It says it's petitgrain, blood orange, grapefruit, Italian bergamot, orange leaf absolute, lang lang, rosemary, patchouli, and vetiver. And I think the petitgrain and the patchouli is what is smelling kind of incensey to me. But this is nice. This is sort of a vintagey smelling scent. I don't know if it's me, but I could definitely see myself reaching for this every once in a while. Just when I'm kind of feeling a little earthy, because it is definitely sort of earthy. The rosemary too, I think, is what's giving it kind of the incensey feel. Don't hate that. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. And then we've got the yuzu one. I'm excited to try this because I love me some yuzu. So here we go. Business end of the sprayer. That's not at all what I was expecting. Try to get this back in the card. I smell yuzu, but I smell some aquatic notes, I think. This is kind of interesting. I don't know if I like it as much as I wanted to, but it's not bad. I was expecting something a little more yuzu-y, I guess. It says the notes are yuzu, Calabrian bergamot, Sichuan pepper, mimosa, violet leaf, jasmine, lotus, musk, licorice, and sandalwood. And I'm getting a lot of the florals. I kind of wish I was getting a little more of the licorice note because I don't like licorice, but I do like how it blends in certain scents. But I'm not really getting that here. Again, don't hate it, don't love it. Don't like it as much as I was expecting to. So that's the Acqua Di Parma ones. Let's see. Let's go for the Confessions of a Rebel ones next. Do birthday suit first. Okay, there's definitely some vanilla there. Kind of a smokiness. It's like vanilla and smoke. It reminds me a little bit actually of the vanilla smoke from Fleur, which I got to smell for the first time the other day. I kind of like that. There's a little bit of almond in there too. Let me look at what the notes are. We've got almond, chocolate cream, musk, smoky notes, and vanilla cake. And yeah, I think I get a little bit of all of that in there. It's nice. What's funny is with the smoke, it sort of smells like blowing out the candles on a birthday cake because you've got the cakiness and you have the smoke notes. But it's not like super sweet cake. Again, this is another one of those gourmand for people that don't like gourmand kind of things because the smoke and the musk definitely sort of pulls it away from the in your face sweet gourmand. This is very wearable, very unisex. It's I think a lot of people would like that one. That's a good one. And the other one is Say Less. This is kind of fruity, and I'm getting some leather in it too. Yeah, it's like fruit and leather and something almost metallic. I'm curious to see what the notes are on this as well. Say Less. Bergamot, bourbon vanilla, cardamom, energy drink, leather and tobacco. I am sort of getting that, now that I see energy drink, I'm getting sort of that citrusy medicinal smell that the original, like the non-special flavors of like Red Bull and Monster have, the classic yellow looking Red Bull and Monster. And if you drink energy drinks, you know what I'm talking about. That it's you took a Mountain Dew and you threw a bunch of like vitamins and stuff. It's sort of medicinal, but it's that citrus Mountain Dew kind of smell at the same time. And this, yeah, I'm getting the energy drink vibe. It's like an energy drink and leather. And I kind of like it. Which is funny, I don't like plain energy drinks. I don't like Mountain Dew. Like, if I get an energy drink, it's going to be one of the fruity ones. You know, the Alanis and things like that. But I like this. It's funny, there's no licorice note or anything like that in here, but I'm definitely getting like a Jaeger bomb vibe, which, you know, Jägermeister is kind of anisey and licoricey. It smells like bad decisions in my 20s, like Jaeger bombs. I like this a lot. It's weird, but I like it. Okay, next one, we've got the Skylar Vanilla Skye. Alrighty, let's try this one out. Roll on. There we go. I think my nose is confused. I'm going to roll it a little more on because I think my nose is a little overwhelmed at this point. Okay. It's vanilla with like some wood and maybe some coffee. What do we got here? Bergamot zest, cappuccino, orange, cinnamon, jasminium grandiflorum, which I think that's jasmine, vanilla, amber, caramelized cedar, and sandalwood. I'm getting the woody notes for sure, and of course the vanilla. And I do get a little bit of that bergamot, but I'm glad it's not super heavy bergamot, because I think if it was too citrusy, it would kind of ruin the vibe. But yeah, this is nice. It's a woody, mellow vanilla. It's very nice. It's really unisex. Like, dudes and gals can wear this. I like that a lot. That's good. That's another one of those gourmand without being too gourmand sort of scents. We've got the Tocca. This is Tocca Florence. We're going to have to dab this sucker because it is a wide open mouth on that. So I'm actually going to just stick the business end of this in here. That is definitely floral. This is also kind of nostalgic. And I know Tocca has been around for a long time, so I don't know if my mom wore this or somebody I knew wore this. Maybe my aunt. It says classic floral on the box. I'm going to look at the notes. It's definitely a sweet floral. Let's see, the notes are grapefruit leaf, green pear, Italian bergamot, apple, gardenia, tuberose, jasmine, blue iris, violet, blonde woods, and white musk. Gardenia is definitely the flower I get, which is funny because I usually don't like gardenia, but I do like this. Again, I'm not a big floral person, but if I felt like I was in the mood for a floral, this is a good one to go to. This isn't bad. I like that. It's good for a floral. It's not me, but I could see myself wearing that every once in a while. We have the Tumi signature here. And this is one of those pop-off ones, I think. I'm also going to stick the narrow end of one of these in here. Okay. Oop, got it on my nose. That's kind of fruity, kind of woody, kind of floral. It's nice and balanced. It gives an overall freshness. I like this a lot. We've got top notes of apple blossom, bergamot, mandarin, heart, orris root, pomegranate, and star jasmine. And then the base, we've got blackberry, musk, amberwood, and cedarwood. I'm getting a lot of the mandarin orange. I'm getting the blackberry for sure. And then the jasmine and the apple blossom and the florals. Yeah, this is just really nice. I like this. This is my kind of a floral where it has a lot of other notes to balance it out. I like that one a lot. And that was the signature from Tumi. And finally we have the Commodity Milk Expressive. Ended up spraying it all over the box. It's like tonic for sure. Very milky, very creamy, a little bit woody. This is nice. This is just a nice neutral skin creamy sort of scent. A little bit sweet, but not too sweet. Notes are marshmallow, roasted sesame. I do get the roasted sesame, and that's really nice. I love sesame as a note. Tonka bean, mahogany, benzoin, and milk. Yeah, this is a good crowd pleaser. Everyone will like it kind of scent. This is really nice. This is good. I like this. Just very nice and creamy and very neutral. Anybody could wear nothing offensive about it. You could wear that to work and nobody would be complaining about what you smell like. Just really nice. So that was just about everything I received today. I received a lot of new scents that I can't wait to play with on my skin. Please, if you liked this, please subscribe, like, share to your friends, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.